Why do you run? You're no match for the vast majority of the animal kingdom. Devoured. Devoured. Devoured.
Darkness, despair, and the underlying currents of humanity's basest instincts. Strap in because we're diving deep into Devailman Crybaby, an anime that takes you on a roller coaster through heaven and hell, sometimes in the same breath. This is no ordinary friendship tale. It delves into the darkest corners of humanity and exposes the demons, literal and metaphorical, that reside within us all. Meet Akira Fudo, a compassionate and emotionally open young man who's never afraid to wear his heart on his sleeve. 10 years ago, Akira's innate kindness shone like a beacon in the night when he stumbled upon Ryo Asuka, a solitary figure standing precariously on the edge of a cliff. Despite being just children at the time, their starkly contrasting personalities were made evident in a poignant moment over the care of a stray kitten. Akira's nurturing spirit clashed with Ryo's more cynical outlook, yet a deep, unspoken understanding bloomed between them, an understanding that solidified their friendship and left an indelible mark on their souls. This was not just another ordinary moment in childhood, it was a turning point that would set the stage for the chaos and revelations to come. Fast forward a decade, and Ryo speeds down the road in a flashy sports car declaring, "I need Akira." Meanwhile, our sensitive protagonist Akira competes in a relay race. Emotional as ever, he sheds tears over the tragic news of star athlete Moyuru Koda's death. Now let's talk Miki Makimura, Akira's schoolmate, who places closely behind another Miki, Miki Kuroda, commonly known as Miko. Miki gets a call from Koji Nagasaki and contemplates going out for food while he suspiciously peruses hotel rooms online. And let's not forget the local gang, Wamu, Hiei and Kukun, whose rap session interrupts Miki's dockside musing. Akira, ever the knight in shining armour, steps in to protect her. Cue the deafening roar of a sports car engine. Enter Ryo, Akira's childhood friend, in a grand cinematic fashion. Armed with a machine gun under his white coat, he arrives to whisk Akira away. Let's pause for a sec. This dude packs a machine gun like it's a lunchbox, Miki shouts after Akira, warning him against associating with the menacing Ryo. But our boys are already cruising down the highway. Now here's where the real trip begins. In the car, Ryo uncorks a philosophical bottle, talking about the necessity of arms and vehicles for human survival. Forget the law, Ryo drives with an American license in Japan because, well, he's Ryo. He then shares a disturbing tale of a journey to the Amazon with Professor Fikira, who turns out to be, wait for it, a demon. This is just the tip of the demonic iceberg. Ryo claims that devils and demons have been cohabitating Earth long before humanity set foot. If that doesn't get your spine tingling, he drops another bombshell. Governments and police are aware of these demons, but keep mum to prevent mass hysteria. Ryo's ultimate goal? To gather evidence of demon existence and prep humanity for an impending demon apocalypse. Our duo reaches a dilapidated church, a gateway to the night's real action. Ryo unlocks the doors with a flash of his phone, and they find themselves amidst a raucous Sabbath party. The goal? To gather proof of demonic existence. But Ryo's got a more extreme plan, spilling human blood to attract demons. Ryo goes on a slashing spree. The room erupts into chaos, and demons begin merging with humans. At this critical juncture, Ryo calls upon a powerful demon, Amon, to possess Akira. The gamble pays off, and Akira transforms into Devailman, a new demonic entity with human emotions intact. Devailman Akira launches into a berserk rampage, annihilating every demon in sight. Ryo, pinned under a fallen demon, watches in awe and a touch of fear. Akira, his dearest friend, has now become the most potent and potentially ruthless force in the world. So what have we learned? Ryo and Akira's friendship isn't the warm and fuzzy kind. It's the catalyst for world-altering events. The stakes have been raised, demons are real, and humanity's got a new defender or destructor in Devailman. But as Ryo himself ponders, who's truly the most dangerous being in this twisted universe? Stay tuned, because this is just the start. Devailman Crybaby promises a soul-crushing journey that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about good, evil, and the grey areas in between. Welcome to the ride of your life. Before we continue, take a moment to answer the question of the day. Which loved anime character do you think is an overrated? Comment down below for a chance to be shouted out in a future video. We witness Akira's life undergoing a seismic shift, both physically and emotionally, following his transformation into Devailman. His changed appearance is the talk of the school, making him a subject of awe and bewilderment among his classmates. In one striking moment, he demonstrates his newfound power by effortlessly ripping open a jammed door, making him instantly popular among the female students. While this might appear like typical teenage bravado, it's anything but. Akira's urges, now amplified by demonic forces, lead him to use the school's projector to brazenly watch adult videos, leaving everyone stunned. His changes don't stop at capricious behavior. In a track and field event, he manages to tamper down his superhuman speed to clock a believable 10-second record. When asked by Mickey how he did it, he dismisses it as luck. Akira himself is still grappling with the new capabilities of his transformed body. This internal struggle becomes palpable when he confronts Wamu and his gang at the docks to retrieve Mickey's bag. The ease with which he sends them flying into the air with a simple swipe of his hand leaves him unsettled, as does Mickey's hidden observation of the entire event. Home isn't a sanctuary either. His younger brother Taro, in a half-curious, half-suspicious quest, explores Akira's browsing history to find images from a Sabbath party. Around the same time, Akira receives a high-end motorbike, a generous gift from Ryo. As he rides, memories of his recent terrifying experiences flood back, leading him to Ryo's penthouse. Reunited, they share an emotional hug. Ryo, still recovering from injuries, apologizes for the ordeal he has subjected Akira to, but Akira dismisses it, claiming he would do anything to save his friend. Ryo then elaborates on the concept of Devailman, a being that has the power to fight demons without weapons, possessing the body of a devil but retaining the heart of a human. Akira is troubled, contemplating the possibility of losing control. He implores Ryo to kill him should he ever start harming humans, showcasing his inner conflict and underlying moral integrity. Meanwhile, Mr. Nagasaki, a dubious photographer interested in capturing young athletes in compromising positions, sets his sights on Mickey and Miko. While Mickey gracefully declines his advances, Miko gets caught in his manipulative web. This leads to a distressing encounter where her boundaries are blatantly violated, adding layers to her complex relationship with her own sexuality and sense of self. Trouble brews elsewhere too. In an eerie, abandoned junkyard, a trio of demons brutally murders a helpless man, revealing the terrifying potential of these otherworldly creatures. Nagasaki, hiding in a dumpster, captures it all on camera. Akira and Ryo, equipped with night vision, arrive too late to save the man, but not too late to confront the demons. Akira transforms into Devailman and annihilates them, driven by a righteous fury over their recent killings. Ryo captures the chaotic events on film, only to realize that Nagasaki has also captured the transformation on his camera, putting Akira's secret identity at risk. Back at the Makimura residence, Akira's duality is accentuated when he weeps openly during dinner, revealing that despite his demonic transformation, his human sensitivity remains intact. In contrast, his nighttime activities seem filled with demonic thoughts and visions, as if he's perpetually teetering on the edge of his dual identities. Akira and Ryo set off to Kawasaki on their motorbike, delving deeper into the nightmarish world they've become entangled with. Ryo discloses that he's been tracking crimes committed by devils disguised as humans. Akira feels the weight of the situation but finds solace in the fact that he's helping his friend. The story culminates with Ryo cautioning Akira about the recorded footage Nagasaki has, a threat to Akira's dual life, leaving us with more questions than answers about how they'll navigate the complicated terrain that lies ahead. In the bustling city, Wamu and his gang perform their most extensive rap yet. All the while, Nagasaki, armed with his camera, revels in the footage he's captured of Akira transforming into Devailman. He can't believe his luck. Devailman is Mickey's friend. Akira, aware of the footage, confronts Ryo about it. Ryo is grave. If the video leaks online, it's game over for them. In a moment of vulnerability, Ryo hugs Akira and assures him that he will protect him at all costs. The next day, Akira's behavior is odd. At a convenience store, he deliberately gets into people's faces, testing their reactions. Nagasaki shows the footage to his editor, who brushes it off as special effects and seems more interested in a bikini shot of Mickey. As Nagasaki leaves, a blue liquid substance mysteriously enters his car. At Mickey's home, her brother Taro asks about Akira's whereabouts. Mickey mentions that he's staying with a friend, leaving Taro shocked that Akira has friends at all. Soon after, Nagasaki calls Mickey, insisting they must meet in person. As he hangs up, the blue substance engulfs him. Akira visits Ryo's penthouse and they engage in casual activities like grocery shopping and eating while discussing their lives. But tension surfaces when Ryo hacks into Nagasaki's computer and finds the video. Furious, they realize they need to deal with Nagasaki, who is now somewhat changed by the blue liquid. Miko is out running, pondering how she has always been in Mickey's shadow. She encounters Kukun, who makes her feel like an accessory to her more popular friend. Akira and Ryo drive to Nagasaki's rundown neighborhood, gaining access to his home with a bribe. Inside, Ryo destroys a security camera and finds the video on Nagasaki's desktop. As they leave, Ryo hands a stack of money to Nagasaki's mother, urging her not to go to the second floor. The laptop upstairs is rigged with explosives. Meanwhile, Mickey is in her studio when Nagasaki arrives, acting weirdly. Soon, both men in the room become demons. Just then, Akira appears. Mickey, now possessed, tries to distract him. A sniper shot rings out. Ryo has killed one of the demons. Akira transforms into Devailman and chases after Mickey, ultimately confronting and destroying the demon within her. Ryo interrogates Nagasaki, confirming there are no backups of the video before shooting him dead. Akira witnesses this and confronts Ryo, devastated. Ryo tries to justify his actions. Their secret must be protected at all costs. He points his gun at Mickey, forcing Akira into a chilling ultimatum: either live with him or die with Mickey. As they lock eyes, their fates hang in the balance. Simultaneously, demonic forces are watching. Silene, yearning for Amon, transforms into a bird-like creature, contemplating her next move. Before we continue, let's take a moment to shout out the starlings 7,671 who commented on our Valkyrie Drive video, Redo of Healer. It's really wholesome. A unique thought. The tension between Ryo and Akira reaches a boiling point when Ryo insists on shooting Mickey to protect Akira. Ryo presents an ultimatum: live with him or let Mickey die. Their standoff is interrupted by a voicemail from Akira's mother, who is currently at an airport. Her message raises questions about Akira's missing father, adding another layer of emotional complexity to an already charged situation. The next morning, Mickey is back home, with her family questioning her story due to manipulated GPS data. She believes the events were a dream thanks to Akira's deflection. Meanwhile, Akira reflects on childhood memories of his parents, complicating his emotional state as he leaves to meet Ryo. As this drama unfolds, other supernatural entities are taking an interest in Akira. Kaim and Silene, two demons, are investigating a mysterious individual captured in video footage, suggesting a larger cosmic game at play. Meanwhile, Miko and Kukun share a tender, revealing moment. Each opens up about their vulnerabilities and aspirations, adding a touch of humanity to a world increasingly consumed by darkness. At an airport, Akira's mother arrives at her destination only to witness horrific scenes involving her husband, who has undergone a demonic transformation. The chilling episode ends in a warehouse where she becomes part of a gruesome tableau, assimilated into a demon's body. Her final moments are a plea to her son, warning him away. Ryo and Akira rush to the scene, where they are met with the macabre sight of Akira's transformed parents. A complex emotional struggle ensues. Akira, transformed into Devailman, tries to appeal to the remaining human essence in his demonized father. Despite a glimmer of hope, his father's human consciousness is abruptly silenced by the demon itself. Ryo, always pragmatic, takes the opportunity to document the horror, further muddying the ethical waters. In a high-stakes showdown, Ryo and Akira face off against the demon, now revealed to be named Jinman. Ryo urges Akira to destroy it, insisting that the human faces it has assimilated, including his mother's, are merely death masks. Stricken with grief but resolute, Akira delivers the killing blow, ending the demon's life but not his own emotional turmoil. In an emotionally charged sequence, Akira returns home late at night, drawing the attention of Mickey, who notices something's off about him. While Mickey attempts to reconnect, Akira's demonic nature nearly overtakes him. He begins to see through her clothing and lust begins to build. This tense moment is disrupted by Tako, the cat, breaking the spell and allowing Akira to reassert his humanity. He apologizes and hastily leaves, highlighting the increasing tension and divergence between his human and demonic sides. Elsewhere, demons Kaim and Silene are not only surveilling Akira, but also become physically and emotionally entangled in a moment that exudes raw, dark energy. Their feelings for each other reveal an emotional complexity to the demons, complicating the narrative of good versus evil. In his bedroom, Akira's internal struggle continues, manifesting in a dream steeped in desire and confusion. When he wakes up, he discovers the extent of his demonic influence, shocked by the physical aftermath. In the Makimura household, family dynamics come to the forefront. Taro, Akira's little brother, watches news about a horrific incident involving police, while Mickey is chosen for a relay race, causing the family to speculate if Akira's absent mother will return for the event. Miko, after attending a Black Sabbath party, demonstrates newfound powers on the track, catching the attention of the athletic community. She's aiming to outperform Mickey, setting the stage for a future showdown. At the same time, Mickey tries to piece together memories about a burned-out photo studio, suggesting some latent trauma or mystery. As the demon leaders convene to discuss the serial killing of their kind, suspicion hangs in the air. Kaim and Silene already know who's responsible but keep their cards close to their chest. The emotional turmoil crescendos when Akira, covered in demon blood, storms into Ryo's home. In a vulnerable confession, he admits to acting on his demonic impulses. Ryo tries to console him, offering him money as a way to escape his urges, but this is a band-aid on a gaping wound. Akira's struggle with his darker urges comes to a head in a red light district, where he meets Cyrene. They engage in an act that quickly escalates into a brutal fight, taking them to the skies against a blood-red moon. After a battle that leaves both critically wounded, Kaim offers his life to Cyrene in an act that seems remarkably like love. They merge into a more powerful form to finally defeat Akira. However, the sun rises, and Akira, miraculously still alive, is found by Ryo. As they stand before the lifeless, fused forms of Sirene and Kaim, Akira questions whether demons are capable of love, contrary to Ryo's staunch views. The two friends are left to ponder this complicated question, looking at the entwined demons who in their final moments were united, perhaps by love or by a shared desire for destruction. On the day of the track and field event, Ryo and Jenny arrive at the stadium, where Ryo suggests focusing their coverage on Koda. Meanwhile, in the changing room, a tension-filled encounter occurs between Koda and Akira. Akira attempts to approach Koda with a water bottle containing a mysterious liquid, but a confrontation ensues, leading to Ryo's intervention. In the girls' changing room, Miko aggressively makes space for Mickey and challenges her to a bet, wagering their names on who will perform better in the relay race. Various characters like Wamu and Taro tune in to watch the live event. Ryo interviews Koda, subtly manipulating him to drink a sponsored beverage. The race begins, featuring Koda running solo against 4 other high schoolers. Miko gives an impressive performance but is ultimately left behind by Koda. Akira takes the baton from Miko and reveals to Koda that both of them are Devailman. Ryo triggers something on his tablet, causing Koda to transform into his Devailman form, unleashing havoc in the stadium. Despite Akira's pleas to stop, Ryo allows the chaos to unfold, broadcasting it live to expose the existence of demons. In the aftermath, Ryo's broadcast gains global attention, even reaching the President of the United States. He suggests that demons could be anywhere, even right next to you. Akira calls Ryo to inform him that he has killed Koda, per his instructions. However, in a twist, Akira hasn't killed Koda, but has instead taken him away in his Devailman form, hoping to protect him from further harm. The tale ends with Akira carrying Koda away into the night sky, intending to save him and shield him from the looming threats. In the wake of Ryo's live broadcast revealing the existence of demons, society reacts with a mix of fear and vigilance. Wamu and his gang are seen wrapping around a burning silo, emblematic of the tension and unrest that now fills the streets. Vigilantes arm themselves, patrolling areas and even guarding school buses to protect children like Taro. On various TV screens across the city, Ryo continues to stoke the public's fears, but also encourages them, stating that despite demons being physically superior, humans have triumphed in the past and will win this battle too. Akira rides his motorbike through the city, questioning the timing of Ryo's revelation and its subsequent impact. He sees Ryo on a large TV screen, further disseminating his message about the demon threat. Tanks and military forces are deployed as the news reports various skirmishes breaking out in response to the supposed demon menace. Ryo's relentless quest for answers leads him back to the wild expanse of the Amazon rainforest. The verdant landscape seems to hold the secrets of his fractured past and enigmatic identity. As the foliage looms over him, suddenly his guardian, the one supposed to offer protection, shapeshifts into a terrifying demon, revealing her true nature. It's as if the veil has been lifted, offering Ryo a glimpse into the uncharted territories of his own soul. Awakening from this, Ryo is now imbued with the revelation of his demonic lineage, a truth that he must carry like an eternal, unspeakable weight. Simultaneously, Noel, Mickey's father, navigates the disintegrating sanity of society in his frantic search for his missing wife and son. Each step is a descent into an increasingly turbulent and mistrusting world. The police, The supposed custodians of law and order come perilously close to killing him. Just when all seems lost, Akira, operating through Ryo, assists Noel in tracking down Taro's location, leading him to a horrifying tableau. Taro, demonically possessed, feasting on the corpse of his own mother. As his world crumbles, Noel faces an unspeakable dilemma: kill his son or protect the monster he has become? When military rifles cut through the air, decision is stolen from him. Both are gunned down. Akira arrives just in time to bear witness to this domestic tragedy. The bodies are carried off to be buried on a hill overlooking the city, a place that now serves as a haunting memorial. No sooner does Akira return than he finds himself ambushed by Zenon, a formidable demon general. Just as annihilation seems imminent, Psycho Jenny intervenes, rescuing Akira from the jaws of death. Her reasons remain as mysterious as her name, but even in the face of mortal danger, alliances are dubious. Koda, once hiding in the shadows, chooses this moment to align himself with the demons, a decision that feels both surprising and inevitable. Back at Mickey's house, Akira and Miko bear the tragic news of her family's deaths. Mickey's world shatters into an unfathomable darkness, one that Akira can empathize with deeply. It's a moment of delicate vulnerability, shared sorrow serving as the only semblance of solace in a reality coming undone. In a shocking turn of events, Ryo interrupts the airwaves for an emergency worldwide broadcast. Armed with a grim gravitas, he reveals the origin of demons and how they emerge from the depths of human dissatisfaction. But the most shocking moment comes when Ryo unveils manipulated footage showing Akira transforming into his Devailman form. The betrayal is not just of friendship, but also of the intricate moral fabric they've both been weaving. Akira watches in horror, realizing that Ryo, the one person he trusted implicitly, has now turned him into a public enemy. Ryo's actions expose more than just Akira's secret. They expose the frailty of trust and the unfathomable complexities of the human, or perhaps demonic, heart. This narrative installment serves as a cataclysmic junction. Every character is at a turning point, burdened by decisions that echo through the chambers of their soul and ripple out into a world on the brink. Betrayal, loss, and identity not only question the essence of who they are, but also set the stage for the ultimate battles that lie ahead. It is clear there is no turning back. After being publicly betrayed and exposed by Ryo's TV broadcast, Akira finds himself a marked man. The tension is thick when Wamu and his gang point their guns at him, but in a surprising move they lower their weapons, asking him to leave for his own safety. Wamu and his gang member Gabi choose to stay behind, vowing to protect Mickey and Miko, but betrayal lurks even among allies. The other gang members, He and Beibo, lead a crazed mob to Mickey's home. Mistaking them for demons, the mob sets fire to the house, killing Wamu and Gabi first. Miko, transforming into her Devailman form, valiantly tries to hold off the mob to buy Mickey time to escape. Despite Miko's brave stand, Mickey is eventually caught, attacked, and presumably dies off-screen in a brutal fashion. Simultaneously, Akira is on a mission to find Ryo, and in the process, ends up defending innocent bystanders from another mob. Akira manages to defuse the situation, only to watch in horror as Koda and other demons appear to slaughter the crowd he just saved. Dodging Koda's wrath, Akira decides it's time to return home, increasingly aware of his deep feelings for Mickey. However, what he finds at the Makimura residence leaves him shattered. The mob, in a twisted parade, proudly displays the dismembered bodies of his friends around the still-burning house. The sight of Mickey's head on a pike breaks him completely. Stunned at the depths of human cruelty, Akira finally snaps. Crying and then angrily denouncing the crowd, he declares them to be the real demons, before unleashing his powers to incinerate them all. With Mickey's severed head cradled in his arms, Akira finally confronts Ryo on the same seaside cliffs where they once played as children. The nostalgia is thick but shattered as Akira demands answers for Ryo's betrayal of him and humanity. Ryo's revelation is mind-bending. He isn't human but Satan, once an angel exiled for defying God's will. He tells of how angels slaughtered demons on earth, leaving only their souls to roam. After being reincarnated in the Amazon, worshipped by a local tribe and later rescued by Akira, Ryo's destiny seemed intertwined with humanity. But it was all a ruse. Even Psycho Jenny, who adopted him, was a demon disguised as a secretary. Satan reveals the shocking truth. He let Akira merge with Amon to strengthen him for a post-human world, one where demons would rule. This is the last straw for Akira, who breaks ties with Ryo, refusing to participate in his apocalyptic vision. What follows is a cataclysmic series of events. Akira unites the world's Devailman into an army aimed at destroying Satan and his demon hordes. Meanwhile, the remnants of humanity wage their own futile war, launching nuclear strikes that do little but instigate natural disasters, volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, triggered by Satan himself. Psycho Jenny traces the last human settlement in Monument Valley Park, and although she is killed, the human colony also meets its doom. Akira and his Devailman army make their move. The battles are fierce, blood is spilled, and while Akira successfully takes down Koda, he fails to defeat Satan. Ryo, in a devastating maneuver, slices both Akira and the moon in half. Lying next to Akira on a cliff overlooking a crimson sea, Ryo finally understands the gravitas of their history. He comes to a chilling realization. Love, he thinks, doesn't exist, and thus sorrow shouldn't either. But as he rambles on, he finds Akira unresponsive, discovering too late that he had died. For the first time, Ryo, Satan incarnate, cries. Holding Akira's lifeless body, he pleads for him not to leave. As if to mark this tragic moment, God's angels descend upon a devastated earth, wrapping up a narrative that leaves no soul untouched. A post-credit scene shows a barren earth morphing into a second moon, opposite the one sundered during Akira and Ryo's final battle. On this new earth, life sprouts anew, perhaps signaling a divine plan for resurrection, a cosmic cycle of penance and redemption. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more anime recaps like this.